Hi everyone, my name is Trivelle Simpson, president and founder of the Drive Group, and you are watching Black in Business. Hi, my name is Trivelle Simpson. I'm the president and founder of the Drive Group and the chief operations officer of Shell Service Capital. The Drive Group is a trading think tank that trades currency in the foreign exchange as well as the precious metals market. And Shell Service Capital is an investment firm that enhances business using modern techniques. It's hard for me to tell one story without the other. Obviously, the Drive Group is my own creation, and that was essentially, I went to a New Year's Eve party where I saw a guy buying a whole lot of champagne that I couldn't afford. And I asked him what he was into. He said he was trading money in the markets. So that year, when I got my tax return, I decided to open my own trade account, and I quit my job in 6 months after that. My partner in Shell Service Capital, Ronnie's Harrison, sort of was just keeping an eye on my journey, decided to grow a firm that she already had, and offered me the number 2 position. So how can I say no to that? One of my closest friends, and that's how I end up here. The first time I quit my job, when I first started trading, I had to go back to work. So that wasn't fun. And then I tried to quit again, and I quickly had to go back to work, so that wasn't fun either. I think the third time I, by definition, quit a traditional job is when I joined the opportunity to partner in this firm, and it was a friend, so it didn't feel like I was punching someone's clock. It felt like I was pursuing a dream for someone who I care about, love deeply. And I think the tipping point was just realizing that no matter how many times I fail, I was gonna do it anyway. This just happens to be the time that it's worked out. I think something that I stumbled on that late. I grew up in church. Church is a beautiful place to learn structure and discipline. It's not the best place sometimes to learn individual thought, because you're taught to be part of a collective, a group. So I didn't become an individual until I was in my 20s. So that was tough for me. But I break down everything that you're asking about, what was the turning point. I break it all down into answering one question. Are you willing to risk everything you have for everything you want? And you got to think about it. That question means whatever you want it to mean to you. But with everything you have around you right now and everything that you don't have that you want, would you risk everything that was in your hand for all the stuff you wanted to get? For me, the answer is yes, 10 times out of 10. 7 days a week, as they say, twice on Sunday, which is still only 9, so my math is terrible, but it was that. It was realizing that what I had wasn't enough, because what I wanted was more. And the scary thing is, I saw this tweet from Elon Musk the other day, who's the CEO of the largest and fastest growing car company in the history of the world. And he had a tweet that encapsulated perfectly how I felt. It's a multi-billionaire. He says, "I'm grateful for where I am, but I'm not where I want to be." Being an entrepreneur is being comfortable, accepting the fact that you're going to be in that place for the rest of your life. There's no boss to give you a raise. There's no awards that you can win. There's no Christmas party where you can look good at. You got to wake up every morning, you got to want it for yourself. And the problem is that what you want is always going to be bigger than what you have. But if you can enjoy the sport of that, if you can really, it's a game. If you can enjoy the sport of that, accept the fact that life is a game with no clock, so you can never lose, but you can never win. You could be losing, you could be winning, but the beautiful thing is that you can go play anytime. It's a game without a clock, and I'm gonna play until it's over. I think, I like to give advice on trading personally, because it's something that allowed me to go from nothing to something. It's the first thing that ever put, dreams in my hand. I would say try and run with a partner. You go fast alone, but far together. So try and go with a partner if you can, someone you trust. Try and learn from people better than you. So be okay with being humbled, and also be okay with not giving up. Be okay with losing, but not giving up. I used to have a joke with my friends that said, I'm okay being the Orlando Magic. So for a lot of years, Orlando would win like 3 games, but they show up to work every day, they play every day. So you got to be okay with losing, and then you put that time in until you can get great. At the end of the day, these are just my tactics. Everybody has to do what's right for them, but hopefully I've given you a jump start on figuring out what's going to be right for you. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Black in Business. But with everything you have around you right now and everything that you don't have that you want, Would you risk everything that was in your hand for all the stuff you wanted to get? For me, the answer is yes, 10 times out of 10.